A very good morning, my dear students, and welcome to Digital World of Patania Public School. But in previous lecture, we learned chapter number 9, and in chapter number 9, we learned flow of control, statements of flow of control. So, three types of statements are there. One is your sequential statement, second is your selection statement, and you can say decisional statement, and third one is your looping statement or iteration statement. Okay, and we do the practical of create a program simple message. Create a simple message program. So today first we start the practical of sequential statement. Write a program addition of two numbers. Write a program of addition of two numbers. So for first you start the Python language and select the IDLE. Now here this is your interactive mode. Now everyone aware about this. Just write down the variable name. For example, my first variable name is A. So just write down A is equal to, and here you write down the value. So A is equal to 20, for example. Instead of A, you write down num1, or instead of this you write down number 1. So choice is your what you want to write here. So here I am writing num1. Num1 is equal to, and here I have written 20, for example, and my number 2 is 40, so I have written here 40. After that you write down here add some. For example, we want to addition, so we write down add is equal to. So now here you write down same name num1. If you write down the num1, then you write down num1 here, and if you write down A, then you write down A, and same name, similar name, don't change the character. If you write down here N capital and UM small and then 1, so you write down here N capital, don't write down the small n here. Same similar name of the variable you written here, so write down num1 plus num2. Okay, now addition in which variable? Add variable. So just write down print, and here you write down the variable name is add. So here is your answer 60. But for example, you want input the value of number 1 and number 2, and then display number 1, number 2, and then display the print value. So how you written it? Print, and after that what you want to display here? Num1. Okay, and if you want to display the symbol plus symbol here, so you write down the plus symbol here, and otherwise you don't write down the plus symbol num1. And after that comma operator, and if you want to write down the sum, so you write down plus symbol, write this, then comma. If variable name is there, then don't put the variable name between the quotes, but if you want to display the message, then you write down the inverted comma. So for example, we want to write down num1 plus num2, so you write down num1. So here it display the 20, then play plus, and then number 2, so here it display the 40. Okay, then we want to display here equal sign, so again put the comma operator here, and write down equal inverted commas, and here you write down equal sign, then close the inverted commas, and here you display your answer, and your answer is in add, so you write down add here, and then close the in bracket, close here. So you see your answer is 20 plus 40 is equal to 16. So you want to write down in this way, so you write down there. And if you want to enter the value and you want to accept the value from the user side, with these are the your interactive mode, and here we write down the values if we have already values. But if we want to write down the program addition of two number in script mode, then click on the file menu, then choose the new file, and here you return same as for example A is equal to now you write down int. Why we write down the int? Because we want to enter the value of integer type. and after that start the bracket, and then you use the input. And input is the function, and input function always written in the parenthesis after the input. So here in between the input you write down the message. For example, I want to write down here enter number 1, or you write down a is equal to, or you write down number 1 is equal to, that you want, you write down any message here, and then close the inverted comma, and after that close the bracket close. So this bracket is for your input function, and this is the main variable function. Bracket is closed of the integer. After that you again press the enter key, then you write down b is equal to, again our value is in number, so you write down input, and then you write down enter number 2, enter number 2, then inverted comma close, brackets close. After that your answer is, for example, you take one variable here, sum is equal to, and first number is in name variable, first number is in this variable a, and second number is in b, so you write down a plus b here. Okay, and then just write down print, variable name is sum, so you write down here sum, and after that run it with the F5 and click on OK button, and after that you can save your file. And my file is already named, so I have replaced it. So here you want to enter the name number, I have written here 34, and then we want to enter 23, so answer is here. But you see one point is missing here, equal sign is also there. So write down the equal sign here. For writing the equal sign, you again open the script mode, and you write here only equal sign, just it. So you write down here equal sign, again save it and run your program with the F5. And now again it want your enter first number, so you write down here first number is 12, then it won't enter second number, so you write down here, for example, 2, so our answer is 14. So this is the simple program addition of two numbers. Same like if we want to calculate the uh, subtraction, then only change here, instead of sum now you write down sub subtract. For subtraction we use the sub, for example, and just change the symbol, instead of plus now you write down the operator minus, and the variable name is sub, so you write down here sub, that's it. And now your program will be completed of subtraction of two numbers. So again run it with the F5 and OK. Now enter first number, for example 56, second number is our 6, so your answer is 15. Same like that you are do the program of addition of two number, addition of three number, average of five subject numbers, or you also do the programs of division of two numbers and multiplication of two numbers. So these all program you do now, and do the practice at home better. And after that we start here the if statement of the Python. If statement. So for if statement, always your answer is in true and false. So similarly, true and false, your answer is this is your conditional statement. This is your decisional making statement. For this, you are using selection statement, you can say, construct or decision construct, you can say. So first is your if statement. So in decisional making statement, in selection statement, uh, so many types of statements are there. For example, if statement, if else statement, elif statement. So first we are discussing about the if statement. The simplest form of if statement test a condition. Test a condition like marks greater than 33, marks less than 33. So these type of statement, these type of condition checked by the if statement. And if condition evaluate to true, if your condition is true, then it evaluate to true. It carries out some instructions. It carried out some instructions and does not in case condition evaluate to false. So the if statement is a compound statement and its syntax general form is as shown below. So this is very important, beta. Everyone underline this syntax. So you write down if, then you write down condition, conditional expression, then colon. Colon is very important here. Then statement, and then a second statement if any statement is there. So after that, where a statement may consist of a single statement, a compound statement, or just the past statement in case of empty statement, carefully look at the if statement. It is also a compound statement having a header and a body containing indented. Indented means your fixed space between the characters or between the words. For instance, consider the following code fragmentation. Instead of this, I have given one more example here. For example, if we have taken one example here, if marks greater than 33, then display the result pass. Then display the result pass. I don't have decided what we do if marks is less than 33. We have only decided if marks is greater than 33, result is pass. So this is your if statement. This is your if statement. So one more instance here, if ch is the name of the variable equal to blank, nothing is given here, and this colon at the end. So after that you write down the colon, and after colon you write down the statement. For example, here we write down spaces plus is equal to 1. So it at the 1.1, or you can say it at the 1 in your space, extra 1 is added here, and then chars, this is your again variable name, and then you write down here plus is equal to 1. So what is the use of this? So it means spaces is equal to space plus 1, and it means cars is equal to cars plus 1. So body of if, notice that all statement in the if body are intended at the same level. In an if statement, if the condition expression evaluate to true, if our condition is true, the statement in the body are executed, otherwise ignored. So for example, if marks greater than 33, then pass, but if marks less than 33, then ignored. Same like the above code will check whether the character variable ch store a space or not. If it is does, then the condition ch is equal to blank, evaluate true, and the number of the space are incremented by 1, or the number of characters stored in the variable chars, this is the name of the variable, are also incremented by the value 1. Okay, if however variable ch does not store a space, the condition ch is equal to blank evaluate to false, then nothing will happen. No statement from the body of it if will be executed. Consider another example illustration of the if statement. For example, you input a character in character input, and if your value is character, for example, if you want to enter any name, then no need the int data type here, don't write down the int data type here. But if you want to enter the numeric value, then you write down the int variable here. So if ch greater than is equal to 0 and ch less than is equal to 9, means if your character inputted value is between the 0 to 9, then print entered is a digit. But if we enter the special character, then what we do? We don't decide here, we decide this type of condition in the if else statement. If else statement. So we do the if else statement in the next class. Better do the practical of the simple statement, sequential statement, and the if statement. And thank you so much for watching this video. In next video we meet with the this one if else statement. Okay.